getting a paycheck should be the first step to wealth. But for most, it's a monthly subscription to staying poor. You've been told to budget and save, but that's the slow road to nowhere. As soon as the money comes in, it just seems to disappear on coffees, lunches, and subscriptions you forgot you even had. That's because the wealthy don't just budget. They follow a secret ritual with their money the moment it hits their account. It's a powerful routine that most people have never heard of. A ritual that turns every single paycheck into a wealth-generating machine. And in this video, we're exposing it. Welcome back to Financial Prosperity in Mind. Let us start with the first section. The first lie you were ever told about money is to save it. While your money sits in a bank, a silent thief called inflation is constantly chipping away at its power, ensuring that what you have today will be worth less tomorrow. That's the deception. A savings account is not a tool for building wealth. Now, this doesn't mean you should have no cash on hand. You absolutely need a safety net, an emergency fund with enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of your bare minimum expenses. It's shocking that 1 in 5 Americans has no emergency fund at all, meaning a single car breakdown or medical issue could completely derail their lives. But you must understand what this money is truly for. Its purpose is to be a safety net you can access in an emergency, not to make you money. It's a stagnant pile of cash, a defensive wall against disaster. So once your defense is in place, what is the first real move you make to build actual wealth? It starts with tackling a parasite that is secretly eating you alive. I hope the first point was clear, because now we go to the second section. That parasite is high-interest debt, and the first offensive move in any real wealth strategy is to destroy it. Forget investing in stocks for a possible 8 to 10% return. Paying off a credit card with a 25% interest rate is a guaranteed 25% return on your money. It's like trying to follow a healthy diet while a parasite inside your body is stealing all the nutrients. Your main priority has to be getting rid of it. There are 2 common ways to do this: the logical way and the emotional way. The emotional way is the snowball method, where you pay off your smallest debts first to feel like you're making fast progress. But the logical and far superior way is the avalanche method. With this, you attack the debt with the highest interest rate first. While it might take longer to get your first win, this approach will save you a significant amount of money in the long run. In one example, using the avalanche method saved over $1,000 and got someone out of debt 2 months faster than the snowball method. Once this wealth-eating parasite is gone, you can finally start building your fortune. And it begins with a secret gift from the government that most people don't even know exists. Feel free to go through it a second time if you are unsure. We step to the section 3. That gift is a legal way to hide your money from the taxman. You get taxed when you get your paycheck. You get taxed when you buy something at the store. And you even get taxed on your investments when you make a profit through something called capital gains tax. But there is a legal way to avoid paying tax on your investments. It's done through special tax-advantaged accounts. In the US, it's called a Roth IRA. And in the UK, it's a stocks and shares ISA. Both of these accounts allow you to invest your money without having to worry about taxes eating into your profits. The strategy is simple. You put your money into one of these accounts and invest it in a low-cost index fund like the S&P 500. Historically, this has returned an average of 8 to 10% per year, tax-free. It might not sound like much, but if you invested just $250 a month, assuming an 8% average return, you could have over $1.3 million in 45 years, completely untouched by taxes. While it has proven to be a very successful strategy over the long term, it is a slow way to build wealth. This is the sure path, but it's not the fast path. To accelerate your journey, you have to escape the very thing that gives you a paycheck in the first place. And again, take your time to understand. Section 4. That slow and steady path of investing is powerful, but it's not how most people make their first million. There are two paths to getting rich, the slow lane and the fast lane. The slow lane is the safe, passive investing we just discussed. The fast lane, however, involves taking more risk in the hopes of getting much greater rewards, and it's how you break free from relying on a paycheck. This is done by taking 5 to 10% of your income and using it to start a side hustle or a full-blown business. Your earning potential will always be higher than your saving potential, and this is where you leverage that fact. You might think that 5 to 10% isn't enough to start anything meaningful, but that's where you'd be wrong. When you have less money to play with, you are forced to become more creative with how you use it. This creativity allows you to find gaps in the market that people with too much money just can't see. This isn't about quitting your job tomorrow. It's about building your own stream of income alongside your safe, long-term investments. But beyond the fast lane, there's one final, even more controversial path that has created fortunes overnight and seen them vanish just as quickly. The penultimate section, Section 5. That final controversial path is the world of high-risk, high-reward assets like cryptocurrency. This is undeniably the riskiest investment of them all, but its popularity continues to grow year after year. The strategy here is to take the final 5% of your paycheck and treat it as a calculated bet on the future. The author of the guide we analyzed keeps about 5% of his own investment portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum because he believes in their long-term potential. However, the warning here is severe and cannot be ignored. This is an extremely risky asset that could go to zero at any point. You should only consider putting money into this space if you are completely okay with the possibility of losing it all. It's a gamble. But now that we've covered the safety net, the debt destruction, the slow and fast lanes to wealth, and the final high-stakes gamble, there's one last secret that ties it all together. Without this, all the other steps are likely to fail. The final step, Section 6. That final secret, the key that makes this entire system work, is automation. The biggest obstacle to building wealth is often you. We get in our own way, we forget, we get emotional, and we lack discipline. The solution is to remove yourself from the equation as much as possible by setting everything up on autopilot. The aim is to reduce all the friction between you and your financial goals. You can set up automatic transfers the day you get paid to fund your savings, pay down your debt, and move money into your investment accounts. Most of the time, you won't even notice the money is gone until you check your accounts later and find a nice surprise waiting for you. In one experiment, the author's son started automatically investing just £5 a day and then completely forgot about it. When he checked back a year later, he was shocked to see his investment had grown significantly without him doing a single thing. That is the power of automation. It turns consistency from a daily struggle of willpower into a simple background process that works for you. This is the final piece of the puzzle, the master key that ensures the entire ritual runs flawlessly, turning every paycheck into progress. So there it is. The paycheck ritual they don't teach you in school. It's not about just saving your money. It's a powerful, multi-layered strategy. First, you build your defensive wall with a safety net. Then, you go on the attack, destroying the wealth-draining parasite of high-interest debt. You exploit the government's hidden gift of tax-free accounts to build your long-term passive fortune. You accelerate the process by entering the fast lane to build your own income streams, and you take a small, calculated gamble on the future. Finally, you lock the entire system in place with the master key of automation. Your next paycheck is coming. The question is, what will you command it to do? Will you follow the ritual, or will you just let it disappear again? And if you're now wondering, and I'm supposed to follow a monotonous program, I say quite clearly, yes. It's not about emotions, but about pure calculation and rationality. Good luck on your journey and in your future decisions. Hopefully see you soon, in good health, financial prosperity in mind.